Hey, how you doing? This is SEIJIHITO here to bring you the news. So, YouTube has remonetized the platform after I reapplied, but still I want to let you guys know if you want to support the platform just in case anything like this happens again, you can do it by way of PayPal, Patreon, Cashapp, and also by the Anchor. And you can also further support the platform by way of going to the T-Street store or store that is located in the comment section below.
These guys came up to me to ask me to stop.
Back up for a second.
Listen.
All right, now talk to me.
They came up to me to ask me to stop what I was doing. I don't even know this motherfucker.
You don't know him?
No, I don't. I really don't. He came up to me.
Where do you live?
I live right here. You don't have to ask me these questions. Like,
no,
Joy.
I know where he lives.
All right, but you know Thomas Joy and Richard Joy was in the military with me. So, like, all right, but they said you were his cousin. You know Lavin, Bellico, Lopez. Yeah, ask all these people about my father. Yeah. I don't want to talk to them, man. Listen, I'm good people with you guys. I respect you guys' law till the day I die. I don't fucking disrespect you guys.
I'm saying still, your boy pushing me. I'm on live. I got 1,000 viewers right now. Y'all pushing me on live.
Hello.
I'm saying still, it's alright. My boy right here kindly pushed me for the second time. Along with Jacoby.
Stop moving.
Yeah, whatever. Put your gloves on, motherfucker, so you don't leave no fingerprints when you try to kill somebody, right? Yeah, get them gloves on, right? Yeah, turn that camera.
Who's going? Inside.
Everyone turn their body cameras off.
This one?
I'm on live right now.
He's the worst one?
No, the Brooklyn
I'm on live. I don't even know this one.
Ah, jeez.
He's the bad one.
It's a whole mess over here.
Yeah, some guy just, we were down by like 7-9, some guy was like, yo, this guy's just like saying like racial things to us.
As long as we keep space.
And down here, and these guys just started going at it.
That's all he said.
Looks like an 83.
No, fuck that, son. I can't wait to see you.
Absolutely. 340. I respect you guys. You guys are asking too.
15742.
Anybody call what's that?
No, it's the same. I look for good people named Guy.
This guy will be out here all day. He was out here the other day. He was the guy, the brother. He was the brother from the 3950 family we got on 114 the other day. Remember you backed us? He was throwing the bottles or whatever.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's him. He just doesn't have to do it.
You're a fucking embarrassment.
Really?
Hey, hands on me again, motherfucker. Little pussy boy, son. I'll knock you the fuck out, son. Don't touch me again, son. Don't fucking touch me again.
Have a good day.
Yeah, look at all these fuckboys, son.
You know we protest in the city.
Look at all these fuckboys.
Down the red farm, you see these little bitch ass niggas.
Oh man, this is
Yeah,
fun.
put it on live. Y'all niggas ain't getting no more money.
You guys treat us like
Donald
shit,
Trump
man.
better sign your check this later.
Yo, when them niggas at Redford start shooting at y'all, I'ma start laughing, boy.
Wasn't he just being nice? Or trying to?
Yeah, he was.
He was just trying to be nice.
I told him he just doesn't have to be at this bench. Just go enjoy the beach.
He already put his hands on me.
Trying to amp up the crowd right here. He whispering to the crowd, trying to amp up.
You know you're all on video, right?
Hey, Tony Lights right off the bat. Oh my God.
Who that?
On the live.
Yeah, we on live right now.
Live, son.
Down the U-Way.
Huh?
Down the
Dogs
U-Way.
want to at least him.
Grab me,
What do you
bro.
think?
You're all on
I mean, he's a straight EDP, it seems like.
I work here. This is where I work. I don't know what they're talking about, but I work here.
I mean, he's not bothering anybody.
I'm not bothered. I'm not doing nothing.
Him?
You can't grab me. What? Joy, you feeling happy? You want to get a collar?
Yo, what are you guys doing?
You want to get a collar?
Listen, they told y'all to go enjoy the beach, right? Go have a good day.
Tell me where to go.
But you could just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck out of here. You can't tell me where to go.
But where do you want to
Fuck
be?
out of here.
I throw this in your face.
Where do you want to be? Where do you want to be?
No, not you. I throw it in his face.
Where do you want to be?
I be anywhere I want.
You don't got no strike.
Nobody's telling you. We're just telling you. That's what I'm saying.
Smack you.
That's what I'm saying.
Charges?
Put your hands on me.
Touch me, nigga.
put your
Touch
hands
any of my boys, nigga. You a dead boy.
Come on, shut the fuck
Yo, you're
up,
black.
bro.
They can shoot you, bro.
Yeah, shoot.
We don't do that though. I don't fucking disrespect
I'm
you.
right, homie. I don't
You're
like
making us
police.
look
Yeah,
bad,
but I don't
bro.
do that, man. Stop that. Come on.
You're just giving them a reason to beat our asses, bro.
I'm sorry about that. I
Not
don't do
today,
that.
though.
That's
Not
one thing
alive.
I don't do.
Nah, I'm
You hear
live.
me?
We ain't gonna give you a reason.
Nah,
Y'all got 300 views right now? Oh my
Ricky out
God.
enough, you son.
What's your badge number, Joy? Confederate flag looking motherfucker, son. What's your name? How many views you want, son? Go ahead, say something stupid.
Yeah, but I certainly
Say something stupid, you fuckboy. Go ahead. Take that off, son. Take that patch off.
in our right in the same way.
Nigga, I'm born in America, nigga. You can't do
Oh, y'all fucking Lance Armstrong sucking dick ass
nigga. Give me
nigga.
$1, nigga. Just pass my border, nigga.
What I
I'm
do?
American, nigga. I speak.
Hold up, how about this? Let's do a funny one for the live. Why y'all standing here right now? Hold up. I would like to ask why y'all standing here right now.
I'm going home.
Is there a reason? Is there a reason why y'all military formation on me right now?
They told me to leave.
Is there a reason? Mr. Gonzalez, stop covering your badge number. 2795 3581.
Fuck you, you fucking
Mr.
faggot.
Joy, what's your badge number? Are you covering it up, son? 14. I can't see it. Go ahead. You mind if I get a little closer?
No, you're getting too close to me.
Oh, that's too close. It's gonna hit me again, right? Go ahead.
Faggot, fuck. Yeah, you do that, you're on your own.
Yeah. Alright, so I ain't with him. I ain't saying none of that, son.
You're on your own. You throw anybody
I ain't saying none of that,
you're
son.
on your own.
You put your hands on me several times, bro. Guys, you know the reason for putting your hands on me?
Fuck you!
Everybody in the comments wants to know why Mr. Connolly pushed you
And I hate my own
several
kind.
times.
This is why.
I don't know why he pushed me several times. I'm sitting here, he said I got too close, but he approached me. I know he approached me.
Body in the ass. That nigga's killing my pops, nigga. I'm down for shit in your face, bro.
And I will fuck you up.
Why, Mr. Connolly, why you pushed me? I don't know.
Stop.
I got too close? Is that your comment? I got too close to you? And you approached me on camera?
The weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying.
My beautiful baby girl.
So why y'all saying here right now? Y'all give me a dime or something?
You got a daughter?
Yeah,
Y'all just saying? Yeah, happy Father's Day, you fucking fuck boys.
Black.
Well, he said he had a daughter. You
No, I got a daughter.
Yeah, so what? His daughter don't matter or something, bro?
Daughter don't matter, homie.
She's black? What the fuck is that supposed to?
Yo, give my
Yeah,
phone.
you gotta
too.
shut the fuck up, bro. You make me
Right,
look
nigga.
good.
I'm black,
Yo,
homie.
don't put your hands on me again, Con.
Right, nigga.
Please don't.
What the fuck?
Fuck you, nigga. Violate black and white.
I love you.
Nah, man, nah.
You on your own, okay?
Nah,
You on your own with that one.
See, come on, nigga.
I'm
Come on, homie. Fuck this New York pricks and dick.
Man, sit here.
We scared of these
Antagonize you.
niggas. On the holiday bitch.
Antagonize you, bro.
Yo, Mr. Connolly,
Yeah, that
you have a
nigga.
blessed day, sir.
I got the same last name as you, bro.
I hope he got his ass on me like that. Hang your ass.
You're on camera, right? You said you was video recording, right?
Alright, I'm gonna let the white boy shit know my ass.
I answered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spanish
Big
bitch.
time. Charles Fox.
Black and Spanish.
You know it's so fucking hang quiet.
Ask Lopez how many cases I got.
No.
You didn't talk you too soon, bro. You shit parking.
See them up. No
I'm
black.
nothing to do with him.
Yeah, I'm so
Anything to do
bad.
with him. You push me.
Pow, pow, pow.
Really try to treat me like people like ready for it.
Push me again on camera. Y'all live. I got 500
if you take
views
a
now.
step
I'm up
back,
to
you
684 right now.
Yeah, I'm coming up.
Go ahead, Mr. Connolly.
Huh?
I'm up to 684. Go ahead.
Wow.
Go ahead. Lock me up, motherfucker. I'm up to 684, son. I got you pushing me before the
You already
bro.
pushed me.
I got too close, son. Y'all approached me, son. Y'all approached me for what reason? Why y'all approached me? What about you, you Confederate flag with the motherfucker,
We
son?
serve more tours in this fucking life than they ever did.
25 confirmed kills, motherfucker. I only count 8.
Come with us.
These faggots,
Yo,
son.
look at them. Nah, but that's like really, that is so sad.
These fucking
You guys would be
Look
lying
at all these
for
white
us like
people
that.
walking past like everything
Like, you got
This
people
is
that-
normal to you?
Normal.
Is this normal to you?
You got people that
Hello?
fighting fireworks all
Hello?
night. You got people that shooting each other in front of
There's
houses.
8 cops here. What
You're
the fuck did I
bothering
do?
the white.
Suck
Really,
it.
Joy?
Yeah, smoke.
Really?
What'd I do?
Really?
384
You're gonna bother
viewers.
the white?
Facebook Live.
Really, Joy?
I'm a rapper, you asshole.
You know Thomas Joy, Richie Joy's your cousin,
I
right?
had that bitch
You
suck my
fucking
dick for
faggot.
your check.
25 confirmed, son.
New York pricks and
Holla.
dicks. We gon' keep you like
I only
we
count
wanna
eight.
go home.
I want to go kiss
I'ma
my
kill
baby.
all New York pricks and dicks on the west side.
Heads up, heads up, heads up.
Heads up, fuck you, fuck you. I told everybody. I was so calm like this until you guys did this to me.
Go ahead, Connolly. Push me again, Connolly. Push me again, bro.
That shit hurts, Connolly.
Push me again,
like that, bro.
What's your badge number?
Like that, bro.
What's your badge number,
All
Connolly?
jokes aside, Connolly.
Yo, they all have their badge numbers
You been
covered
pushed
except for this guy right here, bro.
been
What's your
pushed
badge
around,
number?
bro.
I asked you a question. You work for me, motherfucker.
742.
I can't hear you. Speak with your chest, little nigga. Speak with your chest, little nigga. What is it? 15742 Connolly? Yeah, I got that shit recorded. It's my right chest, little nigga.
No, it's not, but I mean...
Go ahead. Go ahead. Facebook love this shit. Stoner, you the only one Facebook love. Give me a breathalyzer. Stoner, go ahead. I ain't driving shit. You should suck it, nigga. What the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing? Get away from me, bro. I didn't even do it. I'm gonna come to you, bro. I didn't even do this shit.
Yeah, of course you didn't.
We're on camera too.
Just stay back. Stop blocking the view. Well, I'm just trying to go. This is shit. Yo, stop choking him, bro. Yo, stop choking him. Yo, he's choking him. Let him go, bro. He's out. Let him go. Look. Back up. Yo, back the fuck up. Back up. Come on, chill. You choking me. Yo, stop choking. He's choking him. Yo, he's fucking. Yo, he's choking him. We're not doing nothing wrong. Yo, come on, brother. Word? Alright. I want to see the
Why is he the only one getting arrested?
He's not getting arrested.
But they was too. They was too.
Tried to throw a can.
But they was too.
My brother gotta come in. Don't touch me. Do not touch me. I'm bipolar. All right. Pulling the bus? Yeah.
Yo, bro, I got you. Look, yeah, we got Jacoby. I want everyone's badge number. Gonzalez. Toy. Hey, fuck you, suck it, nigga. I'm gonna shoot me to the white. I want everyone's badge number. Yeah, I want.
All right, so from the clip that you were able to see, you got the two white guys who were literally there the whole duration of the time, the greater portion of the video, going back and forth with cops, and they were saying all types of stuff like, yo, in this, in that, in that, in this, right? Basically, it didn't work. And, saying a whole bunch of other, like vulgar, type of language, some other language that can be used or claimed to be aggressive in nature, right? Trying to antagonize or provoke a response from police. But notice how the police never responded to any of the things that they were saying. Also, notice how the one cop earlier on, the very first couple of seconds in the video, they weren't worried about the two white guys, right? The one cop to the left, with his back turned with the mask on, he was saying like, so who's going into the bus or the box today? He was like, guy in the jersey, guy in the jersey, guy in the jersey, right? So they already had their eyes on the guy in the jersey. They didn't care. They were not going to touch their own people. I'm trying to show people this. Those cops, who are probably white and or other, were not going to do anything to those white guys, no matter how aggressive their language was, no matter how their body language was or anything like that. They weren't going to do anything because they already had their mind made up that they were going to go for the black guy. So time passes, and you still see the white guys going back and forth, still getting close enough, to the cops, even though the cops said like, yo, personal space, right? They still were able to get into arm's reach, which means if any of those guys wanted to, they could have potentially tried to reach for something on the cop, or they could have tried to become combative with police because they were within arm's reach distance, right? So the police didn't care. They didn't do anything about that. They really didn't move them, or they really weren't trying to like push them off of, I guess you could say, the boardwalk or whatnot or whatever. So the moment of time that the black guy starts coming in, chiming in, and joining in with the ruckus, right? You got one of the white guys who was using the N-word quite frequently, right? He was just saying it like it was natural. He starts looking at the black guy. When he starts talking, it's like, yo, man, I ain't even about that. Like, what you talking about? It's like, I don't condone anything that you're saying. It's like you keep saying stuff like that, you're gonna be by yourself. Mind you, the same guy in the hat has been going off. He sat up there and used another slur earlier to a couple of bikers, and magically that didn't get like listed or seen as like some type of like hate crime magically. Then on top of that, he was going off on some other pedestrians, and then he started going back off on the police before, which is what the black guy started chiming in on, and with the other two white guys going off on the police. But magically, he had an issue with that. Like he just gained some common sense and some rationale as if he wasn't crazy, right? So then after the two white guys keep going off on the cops, The one black guy moves over to the left side of the screen and he's talking to like one of the cops. So you see it, you sit up there, you see his body language. It's nothing like he's going to sit up and try to jump or attack or pounce or try to reach for something. It's just like he's talking, right? And you can obviously tell he's just talking. So then the white guy, yet again, who had a problem with the black guy talking earlier, he hits the dude on the chest. He's like, "Yo, man, what are you doing?" Then as soon as that happened, all of the cops swarmed the black guy. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That doesn't make any type of sense. The black dude literally didn't do anything. He didn't reach for nothing. He didn't grab nothing. He didn't spit on nobody, right? He didn't throw nothing at nobody. He didn't do anything that would, make it seem agreeable for the cops to automatically jump and pounce on him and then to place him in a chokehold. Didn't even make sense at all. So we're going to go to this next clip to see if we can clear up some stuff here and some lies.
Nothing. I can tell you that. Excuse me.
Can I talk to you,
No.
please?
How dare I can't believe this is foolish.
Look at me and talk to me.
This is foolish.
Ma'am, look at me. Look at me. Look, Officer Fandor, can I talk to you real quick? Person to person. They were all acting crazy, right?
So why they not all being
Let me
entertained?
finish. Let me finish, all right? They're all obviously intoxicated. We know he has a mental history past, okay? We know he's bipolar.
And that is
Hold on,
obvious.
let me finish. They were all talking all types of crazy stuff to us. We did nothing. I don't care. Anybody can say whatever they want to us. Hold on, let me finish.
When I pulled up, y'all wasn't. Y'all was
Let me
standing there, and I
finish.
seen all of them talking. I did see
Right,
that.
so let
I
me finish.
understand that.
What changed everything is when he grabbed something and squared up and was going to hit my officer who's standing over there. That's when everything changed. The minute I saw him flex on him, that's when he goes down, because we don't get hurt, and we're not going to leave somebody violent out here who might do that to one of you or another innocent person.
And that's respectable.
And that's why he's in cuffs, and that's why he's going to the hospital, because we know he's ill. And that's it. The other two are being loud, aggressive, and we don't like the way they're acting, but they're not acting like they're going to hurt anybody or us. So as long as they leave,
He just jumped in his face and told him, "You a white piece of shit." He called them a.
You know how many people are calling us that these days? If we arrested everybody that called me a white piece of shit, I'd have to lock up half the beach.
Listen, it does happen. We're not going to go there.
You don't understand what I'm saying?
We're not going to go there.
Somebody who's not being violent, we're going to allow you to have your First Amendment right and go home.
And I
Somebody who acts
understand
differently towards us or the public, we're going to have to take you into custody. That's it. I'm done talking. Have a good day.
He's just going to get a psych down. No psych. My brother.
All right, so the main question that was asked from everybody, even before it got this far, they were like, why is he the only one getting arrested? Why is he getting arrested? What are you guys doing? Why is he getting arrested? Right? And that's due to the fact that everybody saw what took place, and the black guy literally didn't do anything. Some people are going to say, well, it's justifiable because of how aggressive he was in his body language. But you mean to tell me that his body language was more aggressive than the two white guys who were there directly in the police's safety area, whatever you want, a personal space, right? Even one of the cops had to push the guy with the shirt off. He had to push him back. He was like, yo, you can record all you want to, just not in my personal space, right? And the other guy with the wife beater on, the black wife beater, he sat up there and technically got close enough to the cops. Also, one of the cops was technically within arm's reach to the left of the screen. But yet again, they didn't sit up there and see his body language as being aggressive. They didn't fear for their lives. They didn't feel like he was threatening or anything at all. Like I said, this is what they do when it's somebody who can fit, who has the complexion for the protection. It don't matter if they're white or other. If you got that complexion, more than likely they're not going to technically really try to do anything to you. But this more melanated brother, this black brother right here that you can obviously define and see as an African-American male, right? They automatically zoned in on him, as I told you earlier, and they were like, hey, we're going after him, we're going after him, we're going after him. And then they made up their reasons why they did it. Up, his body language. Up, well, he tried to throw a can at somebody. It's either he threw it or he didn't throw it. Don't say try as if like he just had a weak arm and it just like reflected off of a building and then nearly hit somebody. That's not, like I said, that's not what took place. But like I said before, these body cameras will continue to show you how cops lie. And yet again, this is another reason why people need to always record what goes on when it deals with police, because police are prone to lie every single time. like I said, I don't know what else to sit up here and tell people at this moment in time. I don't. And the two white boys that was there, they were no help. They were no help. All they did was like scream. All they did was holler. They weren't trying to use none of that white privilege that they got in order to stop these cops, in order to get these cops off of this black man. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. I'm not sure, like I said before, one of the white guys early, he said, I don't even know this dude. I don't even, hang out. I don't even agree, right? So like I said before, quote unquote ally, correct? Didn't do nothing when the time came when a black man was getting choked up and arrested by the cops. It was like 3 to 4 cops on one guy. Like I said, I told you before, they ignored the other white guys. No matter what they said, no matter what they did, they ignored them and solely went after the black man. So if people don't understand, even with this video and many others, that there is obviously a set of rules for black people and a set of rules for white and other, I don't know what to tell you. Godspeed. If anything like this transpires, Godspeed. That's the best that I got for you. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.